they're considering, looking at relocating, whether it be maybe from California, could be Washington. We've had a lot of people move here from New York. And so here's some things that people look at when they're trying to figure out, where do I want to go? So I'm riding in the car now with a avid cyclist in the Florida area. So I thought he could share some pointers with us today about his cycling treks and whatnot in the Florida, specifically Northeast Florida area. So, Mr. Val, you are such the cyclist, cycle 30, 40, 50, 80, 90 miles a day. What are some of the things that you really enjoy about the trails in the Northeast Florida area?
Well, if you don't mind relatively flat trails, they are relatively flat. I mean, they have very little inclines, but they are relatively flat. So it makes it easy to ride. You can get good speed. You don't have a lot of hills and stuff that add on to your speed. So whatever
in
speed...
2 miles, use the right 2 lanes to take exit 351B for...
you don't have inclines that add on to your speed. If you're doing 12 miles an hour, you're doing 12 miles an hour, not you're going downhill and doing 12 miles an hour. If you're doing 20 miles an hour, you're doing 20 miles an hour. Mm-hmm. The trails are, for the most part, they're nice and shady. They are off the beaten track, so you can get a good ride in, whether it's early in the day or later on in the day when it may get a little warm. And because we're in Florida, you can pretty much ride year round. It does get cold for Florida, but if you're from up north, Michigan or something like that, this cold is nothing. You'll think, that's just summer weather, We're complaining that it's 40s, 50s, and they'll think, well, that's a high from where we're from. Mm-hmm. So those are some of the great things about riding a bike in Northeast Florida. You can do it pretty much year round. And there are a number of trails. There are at least 4 within riding distance for me. And then some of the others, you can drive to them. I don't like to drive to them because, as far as I'm concerned, if I'm going to ride my bicycle, if I can ride my bicycle to them, I'm going to do that. If the trail is less than, 20 miles away, I'll ride my bicycle to them. I will not drive to them.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing. So we have a few tips on how the North Florida area is, how it is a good spot for cycling, and there's many other outdoor features in Florida. We can cover those another time. People that like nature trails and walking or whatnot, those are options as well. But signing off for now. If you have any additional questions, feel free to send a message, but glad to share today.